Here we are, Friday, August, I'm gonna say 15th. Time is a blur, so I got nothing. Why monologue? Get what's in your head out into the world. What I've decided is I'm going to post these scheduled release in 1 year, so see you next year. It's a time capsule. What you see here, 1 chair, 2 chair, 3 chairs, table, coffee cups from last night. This is the table we've been taking our VC calls on. We got the real brick wall back here. And man, what a process it has been. How I'm looking at it, this week I've moved the fastest I've ever moved, accomplished the most I've ever accomplished, slept the least I've ever slept, yet feel the best I've ever felt. That's what it's like to have something you truly, truly care about, you're passionate about. You'll put those 4 a.m. nights in when you believe in something, when you believe in yourself. Yesterday was a gauntlet. We had 7 calls with VCs. The noteworthy ones were Hummingbird. Giovanni was in Italy. He took time away from his family to speak with us. That was nice of him. It was hard to get a read because we couldn't see him. He was just calling in, but hopefully it went well. I'm a little worried it didn't. Hummingbird's a great fund, but it is what it is. Second big one was Propel. We had a 30-minute intro with Braden, but ended up going over to an hour. Braden reached out to Yev through Andre from Abstract. Abstract was the fund that expressed interest in leading the round. They were our second call, and it seems like Andre's picking out the other funds he would like on the cap table. So I forget the name of the third that's reached out, but there's another as well. Today we start round 2. First we have BetaWorks, then we have Technoventures round 2, so that's a good one. We're going to have Piotr and Titus. Hopefully they come on board. We also got A16Z today. That's big, but apparently they move pretty slow and we want to move fast. What else? The other noteworthy call yesterday we had with the GP of A4. So we had the intro call with A4 Wednesday, the GP call Thursday. That's the quickest turnaround we've had yet. So that's a good signal. I think that call went, it's so hard to say. It's crazy how different it is speaking to the investor versus the GP. I mean, that was our first GP call. I guess we've spoken to a few partners along the way. But it came on very serious. We kind of broke the ice. It went well. Yev gave his riff. He asked some questions, but what he was really interested in was the team. And I think we are quite a good team. And towards the end, we asked him some decent questions. I asked him what it was like at the early days of Twitter, what happened to Jack Dorsey, and he gave a really good answer. He took like 5 minutes explaining how there was a ton of internal strife between the co-founders, and it wasn't a company like Facebook where the founder just wanted to conquer. It was more like laissez-faire, like be it what it will type of deal. And I took that as a warning. Don't ever be complacent. If you're not growing, then you're dying. And this week has been a sprint. The next year is going to be a sprint. The rest of my life is going to be a sprint. Here's what I have to fuel that coffee. Caffeine. Hopefully the call goes well today with Technoventures, with Piotr and Titus. They would be cool to have on the cap table. Hopefully Anamitra at A4 sends us an offer. That would be great. They generally like to lead rounds as well. It seems like everyone likes to lead rounds. That's just it's just kind of how it goes. No one wants to be second fiddle, but I don't know. This whole world, I've evolved so quick. Finally, the last little bit is Jordan. Jordan Cooper at Pace, whose dog I've been walking for a couple months now. I wedged my foot in the door and said, hey, can I just, to Olivia, wife, wonderful lady, very nice. I said, hey, like, do you think I could like email? Do you think I could talk to Jordan? She's like, yeah, I just hang around. He's in the shower. He comes out. I'm like, hey, 30-second elevator pitch. Some data transfer speeds, I think, is just what I led with. That's what I've landed on is our sell. The data transfer speeds have always been on this end of the equation. So like faster compute, faster networking. Well, we're like kind of faster compute, but we're like faster at taking the information that exists on the web and getting it in a way that's useful to you across any range of verticals, business, consumer, you name it. And obviously, as you will hopefully see 1 year from today, I'm big on the consumer side. I see this as the technology that will unlock this new medium of storytelling, the story that combines all of the other stories in a way never before possible because of the friction necessary to aggregate the little pieces, a little bit from here, a little bit from there, a little bit from here, a little bit from there, to scrapbook it all together and put your unique twist on it, you to tell your own story with the existing stories out there. We have unlocked the technology to do so. There are countless business verticals that this technology adds value to. One big one being, well, the rise of AI. AI needs deterministic data. AI needs something to train on, to run on, etc., etc. That's a huge problem, the transfer of that data. We kind of solve it. That's very interesting. The business model of Google was search, right? And Google has two divisions. One is advertising that makes the company money, and one is search that provides value to the user, right? And if you think about Google as a highway, you're driving your car along, and you want to get to your destination as quickly as possible, but there's billboards along the way. And the slower you go, the more billboards that they can show you along the way, but it's a conundrum because they're trying to speed you along. They want you to get there as quickly as possible. So their two core values are kind of fighting with each other, and we're entering this new age where it's not necessarily search, but it's just like question and answer. And see, I don't necessarily believe that to be the case. My belief is that people go on these websites almost as a means of discovery. So I want to build the world's first discovery engine. There are no discovery engines. There's countless search engines, right? Maybe people would say answer engines. I don't like that. I like discovery. We're here to unlock the curiosity within people, put interesting stuff in front of them. So the mobile app we're building now is the first baby step towards that big goal. Eventually, we want to integrate with the new era of compute and the Vision Pro, etc. There's so much to be done. I'm big B2C, we got B2B, right? So I mentioned one, I get distracted. I mentioned one being AI, feeding these AIs data from the web. Boom, beautiful. We have a legal tech startup that's interested, similar reason, okay, take legal documents and then extract, get the data quickly that you want to use in a usable format. We have healthcare, so medical journal scraping type deal, similar thing. We have legal tech. I think the answer for the B2B play is go after boring, multi-bajillion-dollar industries, finance, where they just spend days, think about equity research, scraping information from here, okay, put it over here, okay, that's what it is. So we'll give them a tool. As Yev says, in computer social, in consumer social, you want to build something that people can't put down. In B2B, you want to build a technology that is people's job to use all day. in consumer, you want to build something that people want to use all day, and B2B, you want to build something that people get paid to use all day. It's something along those lines. He'll phrase it more elegantly than I do. Execute. Yesterday was an onslaught. I ended the day feeling tired. It's an emotional roller coaster. You get one win and then it's immediately back to work. You feel great. You got more stuff to do. You got another call. The call goes well. You feel great again. The next call, not so well. You feel like shit. Nothing's going to work. Man, it is so much fun. It's scary, but that's what I love about it. You want to sprint towards what scares you. It's the only way to grow. It's the only way to learn. And it's the only way to be the best version of yourself. If you stay in your bubble, what is life? What the hell is the point? You're just letting time passively flow through you. You want to be an active participant in the timeline of which we are all a part. You want to manipulate it. You need to move it to where you want it to be. You can move it to where you want it to be. That's the beauty of this life, is we all hold power. Do what you want. Make of your time what you want. Those are words to live by. Teach yourself what is necessary to get where you want to go. Execute. Do it, do it, do it. I've got a long day of calls ahead. I'm going to get after it. I can't wait to see this 1 year in the future. And yeah, see ya.